Welcome back to our Japan Vlog Series 2020. On the previous video, you saw us journey to Japan and saw the amazing sights from the plane window and our first full day in Namba, Osaka. In this video, we explore the more traditional side of Japan. We decided to visit a location in Osaka which was an important landmark during the Warring States period back in the 1500s and the 1600s. But first, we had to get there. Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of the vlog. So today we're gone to the heart of Osaka, and we're going to Osaka Castle, which is ripe with history. I've been doing a bit of research on it recently. Back in the 1500s, I can't remember the exact date. I think it's actually 1615, just to be exact. The person who unified Japan, Tokugawa Ieyasu, ended up having a big war at this castle with another dude, and well, not him, but like his clan and the remainders of his clan, and it was like the last great war of that period. And that's this castle's been like destroyed many times and rebuilt. So we are going to have a look at that in our vlog and take photos, and it'll be great. During this journey, we had to get 2 trains on 2 different train lines to arrive in the vicinity of Osaka Castle. Once departing the train, we decided whether to go to the Osaka Museum of History first or Osaka Castle first. I was really excited to visit the castle, but we agreed to do the museum first. Tally ho, mates, we are in the museum. What's it called? The History of Osaka Museum, I guess? That's what it says on there anyway. We're here, we've just gone through the ancient period floor, which is the 10th floor. There's quite a lot to see in here, so we'll be in here for a few hours, I reckon. And as you can see on screen right now, we just got dressed up as some ancient, like imperial people from that time in the outfits, and there was a lot to it. There was a lot more than it looked. There was
like the shogun kind of.
I had some sort of like really high up sort of outfit, and
Ouch, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't dress myself up, they did it for me. And I feel really bad because they like talking to us, and I guess they didn't speak as much English as some other people that we've encountered have, so it was a bit difficult with the language barrier. But I just felt we feel really rude if we don't speak to people in their language, but we don't know it as much as we'd like. As you can see here, there is Osaka Castle in the background, and this is the site of the big war that happened in 1650, like I mentioned before, where Ieyasu attacked the remainder of the Toyotomi clan, which is great. And as you can see there on the zoom in, there is some real gold. That is real gold, apparently, on that castle that Toyotomi Hideyoshi, implanted into the castle himself. He wanted it in the castle, he wanted it on the castle.
He wanted it everywhere.
He wanted it everywhere.
Everywhere. He wanted that gold.
So he was a connoisseur of gold, apparently. But yeah, for those who don't know Toyotomi Hideyoshi, he worked his way up from being a sandal fetcher for Nobunaga Oda, or Oda Nobunaga, I should say. And he worked his way up to becoming one of the 3 great unifiers of the country, which is amazing. Sorry, I'm just really into that stuff at the moment. But yeah, we'll see you around. We're going to look more at the museum. Like I say, I'm trying to make these vlogs a bit longer, so you'll see more without us being behind the camera the whole holiday as well, of course. We're going to go down here now. Goodbye. To the, which period is it that we're going to now? Because I'm going to put loads of Middle Ages, which is Middle Ages, early modern, which is about the time where I was just discussing took place actually.
Yeah.
The Sengoku period, which was like the early 1500s to early 1600s, somewhere around there. It was like 150 years, so maybe late in that 1400s. I can't remember. I'm not fully interested I've not fully researched it yet, but we're getting there. And as you can see behind me, actually, there's a really nice sort of painting. But yeah, this museum so far has a lot of like recovered stuff, because there was like another palace just around the corner. Oh, hello. Around the corner from here, where it had like an old palace from like the 7th century or the 5th century, one of the two or both, and it burnt at birth. It stayed for a long time apparently. It burnt down, but they reconstructed it, and then it burned down again. No, I can't remember the fully.
It was burnt twice, I think.
Yeah, it burnt down, and they've recovered a lot of stuff from it in about 1954, and there's a lot of that stuff on show here, actually, like old coins, old pieces of architecture from the buildings, which is insane to look at. Yeah, I don't know the names. But anyway, we'll see you around. We're going into the other section now. Bye! The views of Osaka Castle from the museum windows was astonishing, and we were so lucky to get a clear blue sky on this day. As we went round the museum, we saw recreated scenes with multiple layers explaining how the workers operated at the harbours, receiving food and other items. There were also very interesting dioramas recreating these workers' activities. Plenty of informative signposts were present at every diorama and exhibit to explain what was going on. Next, we found a puzzle room where we could do jigsaws of various buildings and temples in Osaka, and we also recreated a sculpture of Japanese pottery using plastic magnetic pieces. Of course, we left the museum a very appreciative note to stick on their wall for the month. After looking around at the various exhibits and recreated scenes from ancient Japan, as well as some more modern time periods, we decided to exit the museum after having seen everything that we could. So we've just been in the Osaka Museum of History. I had to look for the signposting because I'd forgotten what it was called. We've just been in there. As you saw, there was a bunch of photos just now, which it was really cool. Like, there wasn't much that we really knew too much about, but it was really interesting to read bits and bobs about what different things that...
Of different time periods.
Yeah, basically of different time periods, yeah. But now we're outside, we can see Osaka Castle from here, at the top of it. We're going to go over there soon, but first we're going to look for somewhere to eat.
Because we are hungry.
We're hungry in Japan. We haven't really eaten since this morning, and it's... What time is it? I can't see my watch right now.
It's 20 to 1.
20 to 1, wow.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we have another very nice blue sky day. Hopefully we'll be as lucky as last time with the blue skies. Look, Osaka Castle. We'll go there soon.
Yeah, we'll go there after food.
Yeah, after food.
After food.
After.
So, I'm hungry.
Yes, we are the hungries. Right, see you guys soon. Take more photos, more vlogs as we go. After eating, it was time to visit Osaka Castle. We approached the nearest entrance, called the Otemon Gate, or Great Hand Gate, and experienced firsthand some of the most traditional Japanese architecture you can find. The entire area exhumed Japanese tradition, and it was amazing to look at, from the trees to the stone walls and to the gate itself. As we explored the area, we came across a martial arts training hall which looked amazing, however we weren't able to go inside. After this, we moved on a little more, where we found the Hokoku Jinja Shrine, which houses a statue of the man who built Osaka Castle and one of the 3 great unifiers of Japan, Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Here we also saw the shrine itself. From these boxes you can pay for and take a fortune called an omikuji, which are random fortunes on strips of paper. If you draw a bad omikuji, you can then tie it to the rope to cleanse yourself of the bad luck. At every shrine you can also find a chozuya, which is a basin of water for purification before praying. This is to fully purify your body before praying at the temple. After praying, we went through the Sakuramon Gate and passed the Miraiza Osaka-jo, which was originally an Imperial Japanese Army base built in 1931. It is now full of shops, cafes and restaurants. We saw the samurai warrior Yukimura Sanada's armour, which was really amazing, and petted a Shiba Inu, probably a highlight of the whole holiday honestly. With Osaka Castle standing directly in front of us, my basic research into the Warring States period flooded my mind. Osaka Castle, originally constructed by one of the 3 great unifiers of Japan, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, was subject to a great war in 1615, where Tokugawa Ieyasu, another of the 3 great unifiers, laid siege to the castle. Hideyoshi had already passed away 17 years prior to this war, so his son, Toyotomi Hideyori, defended it with all his might. Within the flames of the burning Osaka Castle, he committed seppuku, a form of ritual suicide, to prevent the humiliation of being captured and executed by his enemies. Centuries passed, and as time went on, the castle was destroyed multiple times for varying reasons, and then reconstructed in response each time. Today, it stands in its reconstructed glory as a museum, documenting the life of the great unifier Toyotomi Hideyoshi, his family, and his closest generals. We couldn't take photos or videos inside except for on the observation deck. Well guys, we've just been in that castle right there, a castle that withstood multiple wars and battles and was ruled by multiple different people. Wow. Okay, so that was really, really interesting. I mean, I know more about it than Lexi does.
Yeah, but you got to learn.
Yeah, what did you think of the experience?
It was dead interesting. You learned new things about Japanese history.
What was your favourite part of it?
Probably floor 7.
Let me just turn the camera. What was floor 7?
About what's his name again?
Toyotomi Hideyoshi.
Yeah, you learned all about his life. It was really interesting.
Yeah. So in Hideyoshi Toyotomi's live floor, I'll just twist the camera back around. There was a lot of like information and videos regarding like retold videos like, of actors and stuff retelling his life in different situations. Oh yeah, we can sit down. That sounds like a good idea after the long feats walking of the feats. I'm tired, I'm sorry guys. Oh, there's a guy over there doing flips. Well, flipping things. Look at that. There's a man. He's flipping swords. Oh, okay, that was not what I expected to see. Anyway, yeah, so it was about Hideyoshi's life and other things. It talks about Oda Nobunaga and Ieyasu Tokugawa. Well, Tokugawa Ieyasu, you need to say in the Japanese way. It was very interesting. Like, I really enjoyed it. We were in there for quite a few hours.
Yeah.
There was a lot of armour, a lot of helmets from the
I was
times.
about to say that was quite interesting to look at because they were actual helmets from back then that you got to see. Some of them replicas, but others were actually from that time.
Yeah, there was actually one of the armours had like a big dent in the helmet because it had been shot at by a real musket ball, like a bullet from a gun, basically, essentially, a gun from back then. And yeah, it was really interesting to see. 'Cause you could tell it was real because of that. But yeah, we went up all the way up to the observation deck, which I didn't know was a thing. All the way up to the top there. You can actually see people there now.
I was about to say that.
Hello, I'm recording you. Give us a wave. Don't know what we're doing next. As you can tell, we're quite tired still. This is only day 2, so we're going to go and do more stuff. There's more to look at in the surrounding area of the castle with the walls, inside the inner walls that we've not looked at yet. And then there's some stuff on the outside of the castle walls and area that we've not even visited yet. Lexi's got a few things written down. So we're just going to have a wander, take some photos, take some more vlogs. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Don't forget to comment and like and subscribe. I will do more gaming videos soon, by the way, I promise. I'm just lazy and Christmas happened and... you know. After this exciting historical trip, a few hours later we left the castle and walked around the outer path of the castle and saw the sights as the sun was setting. After visiting Osaka Castle, we went back to Namba to find somewhere to eat. The cities are often more busy at night compared to the daytime. Osaka was no exception. It was sometimes hard to move through the crowds, but as we explored down side streets and also busy riverside walks, we found our destination. Ichiran Ramen, probably the best ramen place in Japan. If you're picky eaters like me and Lexi, go here, because you can customize your ramen, take bits off, choose your level of spice, add extra pork, and more. After eating, we walked around a big multi-floor shopping centre called Don Quixote, and after this, I apparently forgot to do a goodbye segment for the video, so this is where I will end today's recording. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you for the video for day 3.